Hey Coffee Clan, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing a travel guide from my vacation to Hilton Head, South Carolina. We do it every year. I have tons of vlogs from the past, but this one's a little bit different and a little bit more special because my whole family could make it this time, including our significant others, and we had such a great time. We stayed for the full 2 weeks, which gave me plenty of time to record things, so it's a little bit longer of a vlog. But this is going to be more of a breakdown travel guide of things that I think you should do if you're going to visit Hilton Head. So obviously there's way more than just this. This is what I decided to include in the video. Leave comments down below if you guys have been or what you do when you're there. And thanks for watching. Alright, so first we're going to go to restaurants that are my personal favorite. First we have the Old Oyster Factory. This place is my favorite for many different reasons, but mostly the views. The food is really good and the prices are a little high, but it's worth it. If you look close, you can see little crabs everywhere, and the tide right now is really low, but usually by the time we're done eating, it comes up pretty high, and then those steps that you see are like covered, which is just so cool. And the sunsets here are amazing. One of my favorite places on the island to be able to see the sunsets. They also have wild cats that you can pet. Sometimes they don't let you, but that's one of my favorite parts about it. I love how Hilton Head has a lot of cats on the island. For food, we have tons of options. I will say that obviously you're going to definitely want to get some oysters here because that's what they're known for. And they also have kids menus, which me and my sisters always like to color. But you get this little piece of paper, it tells the story, the history of it, and you can pick your oysters out and they bring them to you with little tags so you know which ones you're trying. The next restaurant is Carolina Crab Co. This restaurant is also nuzzled in between a few other places that are also really good. The black marlin, really good too. But I love the service here. The best place on the island with the best service. And the crab legs are so good. Next we have Poseidon. I've only eaten here once, but it was so good I had to include it. The sushi, amazing. The atmosphere, super cool too. So check it out. We have the quarter deck next on the menu, and this place is really expensive. I will say it's probably one of the most expensive places you can eat on the island, but it is located in Harbour Town, and the views here are really pretty. It's right next to the lighthouse. They have really good appetizers, lots of different food and drink options, and there's even a little shop you can go into after to get ice cream. We've reached my favorite part of the vlog, coffee shops. This is near and dear to my heart, obviously. So first on the list, we have Carolina Coffee and Crumbs. When I tell you that I have been here more times than I can count, it's because it's so good. But they have tons of options. They have food. We always walk here from where we stay, so if you can walk here, definitely do that. They do have really long lines though, so be prepared to wait, but it's totally worth it. They have bathrooms, they have Wi-Fi, people come to study, they have live music. And the baristas and the social media marketing lady is so nice. I have to shout her out because we talked to her for about an hour and she was so welcoming. She took our picture and we just loved talking to her. And she also gave me some advice on Simply Poured and how I can market that to more travelers. So definitely check this place out. You will not be disappointed, and let me know in the comments if you've been here. I didn't really film too much of Coligny Plaza because it's in a lot of my past vlogs, but I will say that walking around after grabbing a coffee from Carolina in the morning and just looking at the fish, the turtles, wandering around before it's open is definitely super fun. And it's a good way to explore the area before there's a ton of people. So we like to do that. We like to walk around Coligny Plaza with our coffee and look at the wildlife. Next, we have Hilton Head Social Bakery. There's 2 locations that I know of on the island. This is my favorite one, and I just love this place. They have so many food options. Their coffee is decent. They have really, really cute merch, t-shirts, but this place is pastry galore. If you want to go somewhere on the island where you can get like the most interesting pastry experience, you need to go here because they've got everything you can imagine. I mean, you can just see it. They make everything there as far as I know, and everything I've tried has just been so good. Next up, we have my second favorite place on the island, Java Burrito. I have been here so many times, so trust me when I say it's a must. So when you walk in, there's just so much to see. They've got really cool decor. They have a menu all along the top of the bar, and then they have a separate coffee bar. So essentially how it works is you get in line, you order, and then you pay. If you're just getting coffee, you can skip the long line and go straight to the coffee bar. But I've had the avocado toast here multiple times. It's amazing. My sister loves the breakfast bowls. I know that my husband's tried the burritos. We have not had anything here that we have not liked. My favorite drink is usually their lavender-inspired drinks, and honestly, they have really good prices for where they are and what they do. So definitely try them out and let me know in the comments what you thought. Also wanted to mention that there is a lot of shopping around this area, so once you have your coffee and breakfast, you can walk around all of the shops and they have so many cute options. Like I said, we come here a few times during our stay, so this was a blue milk latte, and it was really, really good. So I had to shout it out in the vlog. Next we have the beach. We usually go in through the Coligny area just because we stay really close to that, so we can just walk. It's not a very far walk for us, but so I'm sorry, I don't know what the parking situation is, but this is just where we always go. So when you first get to the beach, the sand is always really hot, as we all know. Make sure you bring shoes. But this year was really special because we saw so many stingrays, which I will put in the video, but make sure you get there early if you want a good spot. And this beach is beautiful. It's always got so many waves, and there's also a little tiki bar a little bit further down the beach where you can get some drinks. I had some mocktails this year, which I was really surprised were really, really pretty and cute, and I loved every second of it. Hilton Head has so much wildlife on it, from birds to alligators to turtles. I don't think I got any alligators on film this year, but we did see a few. Not as many as usual, but definitely a few. So make sure that you check out some nature preserves, some nature forests and stuff. There's a lot of that on the island. Next we have shark fishing. So every year me and my family either do shark fishing or just regular fishing with the Captain Hook. And now that I've done both, I can honestly tell you shark fishing is the way to go. It's later in the evening and you just catch more. So if you want to catch fish and shark and stingray, definitely do the shark one. The employees on the ship are always some of the most amazing people I've ever met, and they've got such good customer service, and they will help you with literally anything. So if you don't know how to fish or you've never fished, they got you, trust me. So this is definitely the place to go. If you want to see dolphins, don't pay for a dolphin trip, just go on a fishing trip. It's so much more worth it for your price. And you get to catch some cool things. And if you don't want to fish, you can just watch everybody else catch things. We had some people do that too. But as you can see, lots of stingrays, lots of fish. We actually had a thunderstorm roll in, and it created the most beautiful rainbow. All in all, cannot recommend the Captain Hook enough. They are always amazing. Don't worry, we did catch sharks. Most of the sharks caught were pretty small, but I actually caught a decent sized one, and a lot of other people caught some pretty decent sized ones as well. This was kind of more one of the big ones, but this right here is one of the smaller ones. And of course, you know, whatever you catch, it's always fun. It's really cool to catch sharks, and it's also really cool to catch stingrays, but overall, a great experience. Next, we shop around at Shelter Cove. Now, Poseidon is also located here, which I featured earlier, but there's also a lot of shopping around here, and I love boutiques, especially this one. This is one of my favorites. They have a lot of natural stuff and a lot of sun care stuff. I always get my sun care stuff here. Obviously, I had to buy some more, and it's just really beautiful here. There's tons of different options. It's right on the water. They've got tons of restaurants here, and it's just a really fun place to come and walk around at. We of course had to stop at a crumble for my sister because the moonbeam cookie was out and she really wanted to try it. So we did it for her, but there's also a crumble here, and I don't really know, I'm not super familiar with crumbles, but as far as crumbles go, this one seems pretty legit. So maybe check it out if you are into that. We have reached Harbour Town. This place is amazing. There's so much to do here. There's restaurants, there's shopping, there is just a million things you could do. So this playground right here is the Greg Russell playground, and it means a lot to me. This tree was a big part of my childhood. So once you walk in, you're gonna see tons of restaurants, shopping, the Crazy Crab. We eat here every year. I didn't record it this time just because there's a lot of other restaurants on the island I'd want to feature before that, but it is pretty good. The quarterdeck is also here. We have the lighthouse in the background. We like to walk around and look at everybody's yachts, and the views here are amazing, especially at sunset. This is the little shop I was telling you guys about earlier, located by the lighthouse and by quarterdeck. Their stuff is really pricey, I won't lie, but their ice cream is really good, and also if you just need like a quick drink because you're parched from the heat, this is a good little stop you can make. Here are just a couple shops that we went into, some of my favorites. They have a lot of different options, a lot of like designer options, expensive options. They've got a few things if you just want to like pick up some trinkets and stuff like that. But there's just so much you can see and a lot of money to be spent if you're wanting to. This suitcase right here was, you probably can't guess it, but it was about $1,000. Definitely not my budget, but maybe one of you guys would want it. "32 Degrees North" is one of my favorite shops here, and I had to get a puzzle for my coffee shop back home, and my customers loved it. Of course you have to climb the lighthouse when you're here. It has to happen every year, it's a tradition. I will say though, I remember back when it was $2 to climb, and I feel like every year it goes up just a little bit, so I think this year it was like $8 a person. But, you know, it's really worth it, and the views are really, really pretty. The lady at the front desk gave me a bag to take up to the top, so I was kind of doing her a favor. I thought that earned me a discount, but of course not. But there's lots to see here, lots of history, and lots of steps, but when you get to the top, it will take your breath away. I even fell into the influence era and bought my first Inu bracelet, which I am now obsessed with. Next, head with us to Daufuskie Island. So this is an all-day tour that you can do, and I highly recommend making sure that you get a golf cart for this tour or you'll be doing a lot of walking. But first, you go and you get on the boat, and the boat takes you to Daufuskie. The ride there is about 45 to 50 minutes long, and you'll definitely see dolphins, so make sure you keep your eyes out on the open water. Once you get to Daufuskie, you'll cross over the bridge, and straight ahead is going to be where you go to rent your golf carts, and you can also get some snacks and water, whatever you want there. It's also the only place here that has AC, if you want to call it that, and pretty much the whole time you're here you're going to be outside. So if you go in the summer, make sure you're prepared to be hot all day, and definitely spend some time on the beach to cool off. Once you get your golf cart, you can pretty much go wherever you want. Just make sure you stay off of the private property. The locals do not like it when you go on their property. First off, we had our mind set on coffee, and we found this coffee shop called the Schoolhouse. It was super cute on the inside, a really cool experience. The owner was so nice, and she actually gave us a map of the island that includes all the local businesses here, and not just the ones that the tour website has. So make sure that you support all the local businesses on this island. They have a lot to offer. Next, we went to this museum and just kind of wandered around. It was really, really cool. The beach here had to be my favorite part. There were so many shells, which are hard to find on the Coligny beach, and tons of wildlife. We tried to save this little crab, but we're not sure if he made it. Tons of starfish, some alive, some dead. But it was really, really cool, and the atmosphere was gorgeous. Just tons of palm trees, tons of trees, really nobody out on the beach. So the water was pretty clear and warm, and it definitely cooled us off after being really hot from our golf cart ride. Daufuskie also has this really unique species of squirrels called the fox squirrel, and they just look like little monkeys. They are so cute. We did take a wrong turn trying to find a lighthouse that apparently doesn't exist, and we found these horses, or I guess they found us because they almost ran into the side of our golf cart. Overall, Daufuskie was a great experience. I probably wouldn't do it again, but you should definitely give it a try. Next, we went to the Salty Dog, and this whole area is so cool, very coastal, on the water, and you almost always see wildlife here, like otters or manatees, fish, hermit crabs, but we always like to stop here to get our t-shirts every year. This year, it's under construction, and they're working on building a new Salty Dog location, so they actually put the Salty Dog location inside of an old restaurant. It used to be pirate themed. I'd be lying if I told you guys that this location is going to be or was better than the old one. I don't think anything can compare to that. There was a lot of history in it. They also moved the birds inside here, but they no longer have the wild cats. If you've been here before, you know that the cats are always a big part of it, but luckily they all found homes, but I am going to miss them roaming around outside. So this place is pretty cramped, but I know that their new location will be a lot bigger. Don't forget to check out the t-shirt color of the month. There's always a discount on that. Don't forget to grab some saltwater toffee while you're here. I was going to include this restaurant earlier on, but it is part of the Salty Dog because it is the Salty Dog Cafe, so I figured it would go better here. But I've not had anything on this menu I didn't like. I highly recommend the salmon BLT. That's my favorite. However, I have some pretty severe allergies this year, so I cannot have it. But I got the shrimp and salad, and it was really good. I know my family really enjoyed their meals as well. And of course, Chance doesn't want me to film his food, but I did it anyway. And then they've got a little selfie station, which I think is really cute. But overall, just a great place to come check out. Next, we have Shelter Cove, also featuring Hilton Head Social Bakery number 2 location. So again, this one is very similar to the other one, just a little bit smaller. But in Shelter Cove, there's tons of restaurants, tons of things to do, as per usual. And the most exciting thing here is probably Neptune. which you can take tons of pictures on. Also, the marina is gorgeous. This is also where you would come to get onto the Captain Hook. But Scott's Fish Market is one of my favorite places here. I also really like San Miguel's, and honestly, pretty much anywhere you eat here is going to be amazing, and you get to watch the sunset, and there's little crabs that like to come and be on the little walkway at night. They also always have live music here, especially on the weekends, so it's definitely a must-see. Wrapping up the vlog with one of my favorite things to do is go on an evening beach walk and grab some ice cream from this place in Coligny. They also have dairy-free options, which I'm all about because that's pretty much all I can have right now. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching the vlog, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this content. I've got a couple videos coming up that are travel related. I've got a Florida travel vlog. I've got some coffee critics you won't want to miss. So make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and I will see you guys next time. And until then, drink coffee, travel often. Bye.